Show starts in 30 seconds. All right, here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the CODcast, the greatest podcast in the history of mankind. I'm your host, Humble Dusty Smith, and this is show 78. Fuck yeah, we're amazing. And I was planning on doing a short show for you guys tonight, but I started laying it out, and it looks like it might be like a medium-level show. Might do in 90 minutes. Might end up being an hour, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but have some other things we got to take care of. I have an uncle who is not really in the best health, and he has this dog that he's fucking loves. This dog, man. This dog's his life, and his dog died today, so I'm worried my uncle's gonna commit suicide. So basically we're on suicide watch for him, and I might end up going down there and taking him one of my dogs, maybe Floof, which I think is probably the cutest dog I have. You guys know Floof. I've shown you footage of Floof before, but so anyway, I got to take care of family stuff, but we're going to do a quick show anyway, and I actually have some pretty good material to cover tonight, so I'm excited to have you guys with me. Thanks for joining me. How's every fucking body doing? Everybody have a good weekend? I watched that UFC, watched Alistair Overeem get his lip almost ripped off. Did you guys see that? That shit was nasty as fuck. Hi guys, hi Dusty. What's up, Amy from Mars? Hey, what's going on, Dusty? What's up, MM Red? I'm so damn drunk. Lucky. I hadn't been drunk in a while. Dusty smells bad. I know, right? I smell fucking horrible. Like poop. Like cat poop. I can barely see the damn phone. Put it closer to your face. I'm kind of dark for some reason. Why am I so fucking dark? I need to fix the goddamn shit, but I don't got time. I was running kind of late. So it's all good. What else you guys got to say? May the floof be with your uncle. I know, right? Floof's kind of high-strung, but I think he'll be a good pet for my uncle. So, might take him over there tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Hopefully he'll, like, survive the night. I feel like it's kind of like a Nate situation. You guys remember Nate, my buddy who disappeared and I'm pretty sure committed suicide? He had this dog named Ebby that was basically his life. And I think he was kind of just planning on killing himself after Ebby died. He, like, planned it for a long time. And so when Ebby died, basically, that was it, you know? That's the end of my friend Nate. Wish I could have done some more to help him, but I couldn't, I guess. So hopefully I better help my uncle. So anyway, before we start the show, as always, going to talk about Patreon, patreon.com/CODcast. We're up to $1,193. Pretty good, not too bad. But if you guys want to help, as you already know, I run an animal sanctuary, the Human Society of Mississippi Animal Sanctuary, and most of the money I get goes to saving cute little dogs and kittens. And so, want to support the show? Very much appreciated. $1 or $2 a month. Anything you guys can do to help. It all adds up. It all means a lot, and I really appreciate it. I don't make any money off the ads on this show anymore, so this show is completely user-sponsored. You guys are the only reason I'm able to keep doing this. So if you could help me, appreciate it. And as always, Super Chat's the lifeblood of the show. No questions dodged. Every question answered. You guys know how it works. Little dollar sign down. Bottom of the chat, click on that. You can tip me $1, $2, $3, $5, whatever you can afford. You can ask me a question. I read all the comments. You can plug your shit. You can embarrass me. Whatever. It's all good. We have a good time here. And Jeannie Root says, sorry about your uncle. I appreciate that. He was having liver problems or something. He's been in a lot of pain. And the doctors can't seem to figure out what's wrong with him. And then when that dog died, man, this little fat, roly-poly dog that was really old. And he loved that dog. So I'm just worried about him. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, might have to run out if I get a call about him. Family first, though. Got to take care of family, right? So, but anyway, how's everybody doing? Really appreciate you guys joining me. Going to talk about David Silverman a little bit tonight. David Silverman back in hot water again. That dude, I don't know what the fuck that dude's problem is. He cannot stay out of goddamn trouble. Yeah, Dusty, I am terribly sorry about your dog and uncle. I appreciate it. It wasn't my dog, it was my uncle's dog, but I appreciate that. Don't take the dog. It will remind him of his dog. Well, they're going to ask him first if he wants another dog. I'm not just going to take it over there without him saying that he wants it. But I think they're going to broach the subject to him and see. And if he wants it, I'll take it to him. And if not, that's fine too. I totally understand. It's like replacing a loved one. You can't really do that. But, he has a lot of love to give. And I have a lot of dogs that need love. I don't have so much love to go around. So hopefully he will stick around and spread his love around some more. So, what's up, Gloomy Cleric? How you guys doing? Who should drop out of primary? Everybody except for Bernie Sanders, my opinion, probably. That'd be my suggestion. All right. So, let's go ahead and talk about David Silverman. You guys remember David Silverman? I whitewashed him a little bit on one of my shows, and I kind of feel bad about that. I really should have done that, I don't think. I should have waited till the trial came out, because after I did my show where basically I kind of made him look more innocent than he probably is, I started getting like insiders messaging me, telling me exactly, the inside dirt. And let's just say I'm not a big fan of David Silverman anymore. I'm not on his team, and especially since he's gone so chud. He has gone 100% complete fucking chud. And the people that he works with, the people that are like his little lackeys, they're fucking chuddy as shit too. Just anti-SJW assholes, and he's been making the anti-SJW circuit, and, not a big fan of that shit. So, you'd think he would stay out of fucking trouble, but nope. So we'll start out by showing you guys this. You guys might remember this clip. Hush for just a second. Put my headphones on. You guys might remember this from, I guess this is, holy shit, that was 2013. Wow, that was 6 years ago already. Man, getting fucking old. Anyway, Wolf Blitzer's out there at a goddamn site where a tornado hit. He's like, thanking God and shit. Thank you, God, for destroying my fucking home. I don't know, ridiculous. But anyway, I'll play the clip. You guys remember this shit.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Such a sweet little guy.
Yeah.
All right, well, you're blessed. Yeah. Brian, your husband, is blessed.
Brian.
Anders is blessed.
Brian.
Yeah, Brian. You like Brian, huh? That's your dad. Well, we're happy you're here. You guys did a great job. Yeah. And I guess you got to thank the Lord, right?
Yeah.
Do you thank the Lord for that split-second decision?
I'm actually an atheist.
Oh, you are? All right, don't thank the Lord. But you made the right call.
Yeah. We are here, and
That's just stupid. You thanking God that he destroyed your house and almost murdered you? No. Why the fuck would I thank God for that? Look at the pile of shit behind me, dude. God's an asshole if this is his plan. Anyway, this clip went viral, and this woman became kind of a fixture in the atheist community. Kind of a popular person that got invited to go to atheist conventions and whatnot. Her name is Rebecca Vitzman. So anyway, apparently she was at a atheist-related party with David Silverman last month or month before, recently. And then she went on Facebook, I guess after a while. She no longer felt that she wanted to keep it to herself. And she posted this. David Silverman creepy touched me at a party on November 2nd. He caressed the small of my back where I have nerve damage I am currently in PT for while I was bending over to get my shoes. Afterwards, he desperately tried to convince me to never connect it to his name. He connected it to his name when he did it. He also connected his attempt to silence me to his name when he did that. This event completely derailed my developmental trauma recovery. I've instead been dealing with my PTSD all month. Oh, also, when I considered not sharing this during his attempts to control the narrative, he thanked me for not being evil. I made sure to inform David Silverman that evil does not exist, and it's not okay to use that kind of language to silence someone you violated. My therapist said this is predatory behavior and that grooming behaviors start with these types of autonomy violations. She also said I do not even remotely owe him silence. The number of screenshots I have on the matter has astonished my friends. The end, the silence is over. So, dude, David, what the fuck, man? What is your problem? Like, if you got in trouble for sexual inappropriate things and you got fired from your last job and it ruined your reputation and whatnot, and then you get a second chance. They hired him at one one of these atheist organizations hired him to work on the board. It's like it's a paid position or some shit. We'll get into that in a second. If you got a fucking second chance, the last thing you ever want to do is touch anybody. Keep your fucking hands to yourself. What the fuck? When are you gonna learn your lesson, dude? It's just so ridiculous. Like, the dude just, it's like he wants to sabotage his life. Like he wants to be, I guess he thinks he's like this Mac Daddy. He can just, hit on women and everybody wants his ass and whatnot. I guess. Like, I have no idea. Anyway, so she put that shit out there, and then I guess her husband or her partner released some screenshots of private messages they had with David Silverman. And they went like this. I'm going to need the computers back. If you need a month, that's fine. And David's like, Jesus fuck, Nathan. I'm a good man. She did not need to do that. Creepy toucher my ass. And then he's like, you're handling the situation very poorly. Putting your hands on women is just something you can't be doing. I know, right? What the fuck, dude? You gotta know better than this by now. Like, put your fucking hands in your pockets at all times. It just don't make any fucking sense. Like, if you'd never, ever been accused of anything, then I can maybe see making a mistake like this. But you know better, right? Or you would think you would know better, but he doesn't know better, clearly. Just weird dude. And what's worse is the way you're trying to silence others by attempting to manipulate. You are responsible for your behavior. And how would you like me to handle things? Apologize like I did a few times? Expose my name for even more ridicule by giving her my name on a podcast? I am handling this correctly. She's just like Beth and Rose, helping to ruin a good man for a power play while you sit by. Shame on the both of you. I'll prepare your computers for you. I can't believe she did this. Zero tolerance for mistakes before nuking friends. Shitty fucking friends, Nathan. She nuked me by name for touching her back after I apologized. Shitty. She's not ruining anything. You are doing this yourself. Telling people to stay silent or you'll consider them evil is not what good people do. You don't understand how accountability works. It's okay to make mistakes, but saying sorry isn't about saving your face. It's about making things right and embracing a growth mindset. Fuck that. I'm allowed to heal. I'm allowed to keep my private mistakes private. I'm allowed to go through my process and my speed and come forward when I'm fucking ready. I'm allowed to fucking heal. I'm allowed to make tiny mistakes and not have them broadcast to those who would, now will, twist them into something worse. She had no right to make decisions about my brain without me. Judge me for wanting to be private or expose me in the way she did, complete with accusations and creepy. There was zero creepy in what happened, and she and you both fucking know it. I was not at all inappropriate or creepy. Fuck her. I have the wrong mindset, so you say. So let's nuke Dave. Let's judge without talking. Block and then nuke. Just like Rose and Beth. I hope she enjoys her fake victim. Aw, poor babies. Poor victim Rebecca. Evil Dave touched her back. I bet you know when you can get your stuff. I can't believe you two turned out to be shitty. And the husband says, your mistakes aren't just about you. You don't live in a vacuum. It's not about nuking you. You were given many chances. You don't get to touch people and then decide to keep that private. That's not how that works. Frankly, that's predatory grooming behavior. Yikes on calling me shitty, but I understand you're going through a lot, so I won't take it personally. She doesn't get to take innocent shit and turn it creepy just so she can cash in on pity at my expense like she's doing now. Shitty fucking asshole liar. I have the screenshots too. Shitty fucking asshole liar. That's your fucking wife. Your conversations with Rebecca after the incident is really cringy at best. You're not taking responsibility for the actions and instead trying to control the conversation. She's actually not my wife. I guess they're not married. I'm begging her not to do exactly this to me. She said SE wasn't evil and wouldn't do exactly this. I guess I don't know. Then she did. Shitty fucking person. I will get you your shit after I get new clean stuff and we are all done. You begging her to not tell the truth is the problem. More so than touching someone on the neck at a party. I hope she enjoys her pity. Fuck you. I'm allowed to have a private life and not have little mistakes twisted by my enemies into something big. This is her being a cunt and me being her victim. She's terrible. I feel pity for you because this is coming for you when and if you break up. Microsoft will hear from her if you ever leave her. What a piece of shit. And then everyone will see how bad Pooh Nathan is. And what a poor victim she is of yours. Poor, poor victim Rebecca. How dare I want to keep private tiny mistakes private when Rebecca can use them for her pity party. Poor, poor Rebecca. You really don't get it. I wanted friends. Friends don't silence friends, nor do they judge and nuke each other. And I silence nobody. I said, don't talk about me, and that's very much my right. They help me and hold each other. They help and hold each other accountable. You didn't see the numerous times she was reaching out to help you. You want to live in a bubble where you can do things to others and then control what happens. Anyway, drama. Don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Drama, drama, drama. But David Silverman, just don't react right, man. Not the way you react, in my opinion. Doesn't make you look better. You know, just own up to that shit, or don't do it to begin with, man. Like, what the fuck? Don't be touching people. Even if you're like your friends, don't do it, man. Don't do it. You should know fucking better by now, right? It's just silly as shit, dude. This is why the atheist community is so fucking cringe, and like, I don't want anything to do with it anymore. Like, all these guys who are in charge of the atheist community are fucking assholes, right? Matt Dillahunty, asshole. David Silverman, asshole. Lawrence Krauss, asshole. Just even Richard Dawkins these days, a big fucking asshole. So, disappointment, gotta say. And so anyway, I guess now he's been suspended from his new job. David Silverman suspended pending investigation of a touching incident. He was working for the AAI, which, you know, they decided to give him, I guess, another chance after what happened with the other atheist organization he got fired from. And so anyway, they're like, AAI has very high standards of behavior for its board of directors and staff. We fight for human rights around the world and do not tolerate any board of director or staff member violating anybody's rights. The statement says, we also believe strongly in evidence, reason, and due process. We have today initiated an investigation into this incident, and we will make our conclusions known in due course. In the meantime, we have suspended Dave Silverman on full pay until the investigation is complete. Why are they paying this dude? Man, I wish I could get me a fucking job at one of these atheist organizations. I promise I won't touch nobody, except for myself. I'll touch the shit out of myself all day long, but I promise I won't complain about it, because I like it. I'm a slut for myself. Anyway, what you guys think about this shit? It may have been, you know, not that big of a deal in his own mind. He might have not have been even macking on her. I have no idea. I wasn't there. But at the same time, you would think he would have learned his lesson by now to keep his fucking hands to himself. Just silly as shit, right? So, definitely off the David Silverman bandwagon. Not a fan. Not a fan. I think he needs to go back to and sell insurance and leaving the name of atheism alone, because he doesn't seem to be making it any better. You know, not doing us any favors, in my opinion. What is wrong with these guys? I know, right? Really makes you think she's Jewish. I don't know what that has to do with anything. David Silverman, Sarah Silverman. I don't think they're related, as far as I know. Don't touch anybody except when I'm giving a massage. I mean, I guess if you ask permission or somebody wants it or something, but I don't know. Well, he's a total maniac, I know, right? Those messages don't make him come off very good. Of course, I had interactions with them, not directly with him, but with his little lackeys and his girlfriend and other people in private. And yeah, I just got bad vibes from the whole fucking thing. Definitely trying very hard to control the narrative in ways that I didn't feel was incredibly truthful, so I didn't want to have much to do with it. Silverman is suboptimal, definitely suboptimal. Was such a big fan of his. He was a hero of mine. You know, either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a victim, or the villain, not a victim, a villain. That's what Two-Face said, right? Or maybe he said it when he was Harvey Dent. Either way. Dusty, there is a female teacher with the same first name as you. All right, cool. I like the name Dusty. Can't hate on that. I don't touch anybody ever unless it's creepily on the small of their backs to induce years of trauma. I know, right? You think you would just fucking learn, man. Just crazy. If I was fucking known to have been fired from a fucking job for sexual misconduct, I would be on my best behavior when I'm at atheist events. Seriously, dude. Anyway, you guys ain't saying much about that. And, couple super chats. Large Marks. BDS. What is BDS? Big Dick Syndrome? I don't know what that stands for. Somebody tell me. Keto Crime. $2. Much love. You Keto Crime. How you guys doing tonight? Thank you for that. Appreciate that. More super chats, please, if you can. If you can't, whatever. It's all good. E-begging sucks. I hate Hitchens. Why hate Hitchens? He did support the Iraq War, which is not amazing. Costa does. You should get Bell the Fifth Column on your show. Just Facebook or Twitter. All right, I'll maybe see if he come on the show. I'm always hesitant to bring other people on the show because then when they do stupid shit in the future, I have to answer for it. So it's kind of boring. Dunk on Geeks and Gamers. Jeremy is kind of boring in my opinion. He dunks on himself by being such a fucking boring ass chud. We are going to talk about the quartering a little bit in a minute, and the war on porn that the chuds are trying to wage against each other. But first up, let's see what else we got here to talk about. Oh yeah, did you guys hear about this fucking shit? Talk about Eat the Rich. So I guess this artist duct taped a banana to a wall. He did it 3 times, and he's already sold 2 of these for $120,000, folks. Good fucking Lord. How we gonna pay for healthcare? How we gonna pay for goddamn global warming? How we gonna pay for it? Tax the rich. Tax these motherfuckers. Man, eventually put these goddamn people in jail, like some kind of greed penalties for this kind of bullshit. And I guess what happened was after he got paid $120,000 for a duct tape banana, some other guy walked up and ate the fucking banana. Some guy that calls himself a performance artist. There we go. Walks up, takes it off the wall, and just eats the motherfucking thing.
Hungry artist. Yep.
So there's a $120,000 banana being eaten. And none of this makes any fucking sense, folks. Imagine how many goddamn homeless people or hungry children or cancer victims. Just so fucking frustrating. This is a guy who was also famous, this artist, for making a gold toilet, right? That was one of his last art projects. So just abso-fucking-lutely ridiculous. And Matt Oswald's kind of funny. He says, "Idiot, you can buy a banana for half that price at Whole Foods." Get it? Whole Foods is expensive as fuck. Whole Foods is where people who have entirely too much money go to shop and go, "Oh, organic is so much better for you." No, it's not, dumbass. You believe the fucking bullshit against GMO. GMO's fine, right? So, what you guys think about that? Should we imprison these people? These rich assholes who are just shoving it in our face, how ridiculously wealthy they are? Just like confiscate all their shit, in my opinion. Take it all. I would say break out the guillotines, but you think people are going to think I'm serious if I say that. I'm not being serious about that. I am being serious about however, about maybe passing laws, and then if they don't get with the program and follow the laws, putting them in jail, greed penalties. Has to be something done about this eventually because this is just getting out of fucking hand. Late stage capitalism. What else you guys got to say? Keto crime. How much if I tape a whole bunch of bananas to a piece of plywood? $10 billion. Be the richest artist in the history of mankind. And that's not even art. That's what's so frustrating about it. You know, I kind of consider myself an artist because, you know, this is sort of performance art, what I do. But I work pretty fucking hard to do this. It takes a lot of effort and energy. And, you know, there are other people, too, that work way harder in their art than I do. Way, way harder. That are not compensated even a small portion that this motherfucker who duct tapes a banana to the wall gets. And it's just, the whole system is just so fucking ridiculous. Did you watch Jubilee MRA be feminist video? No, I did not see that. You have to send that to me. You guys got Twitter shit to me more often if you want me to see shit. No, organic isn't. It's just a way to bilk hipsters for more money to feed the great dragon, Jeff Bezos. Yes. True story. Not any more nutritional value in organic shit. It's not any better for you. It's just more expensive. People need to wake up. Quit being kind out of your goddamn money. Guillotines. Now so did IKEA. I bet they'd be hard to put together. Take for fucking ever. They wouldn't last very long. So anyway, next up we're going to talk about Steve Harvey. You guys remember Steve Harvey? Big fucking comedian asshole. Not funny, in my opinion, in any way. Shut the fuck up, Steve Harvey. Not funny. I don't understand why this guy is popular, why he's a famous comedian. He just cringe. I guess it's like old people's dad humor, but it ain't for me. But anyway, Just to give you a little review of what kind of dipshit this guy is, here's him talking about atheism.
Does he have a relationship with God? You sitting up here talking to a dude and he tells you he's an atheist, you need to pack it up and go home. You know, you're talking to a person who don't believe in God, what's his moral barometer? Where is it at? It's nowhere.
Speaking of God.
Just going to say, if your moral barometer revolves around God, then you're a psychopath. I've said this many times before because, like, say you wake up tomorrow and you suddenly stop believing God exists. Are you going to start murdering people because that was your entire moral barometer was wrapped up in that? Obviously, you won't do that, but it's a psychopathic mentality these guys are spreading, and he says it again right here.
God. You say in the book that you wouldn't go out with a woman. I guess a woman should not go out with a man who doesn't believe in God.
No, I mean, why would you?
Well, do you believe that only people who are religious are ethical and moral?
No, I just believe if you don't believe in God, then where's your moral barometer? That's just me talking.
I
You
understand.
can believe what you want to
You're
believe.
talking, yeah. I'm just a fucking moron. My moral barometer is based on empathy, the ability to place myself in other people's shoes and then treat them like I would want to be treated. You know, the golden rule has nothing to do with God. Anyway, Steve Harvey, horrible, horrible human fucking being. So anyway, for some reason, they keep hiring this goddamn dipshit to be the host of the Miss Universe pageant. So during the, I guess it was on last night, during the last pageant, he was asking a question about global warming, and he rolled his eyes at the question. Watch this.
Here's your question. Are leaders of today doing enough to protect future generations from climate change? If not, what more should they be doing?
Look at rolled his eyes. Like, oh my God, climate change. It's a fucking hoax. It doesn't exist. He's just a Republican shut asshole. Another one of these dipshits who's incredibly fucking rich that's worried somebody's going to take a few dollars away from him to help other people. And he's also a Christian, but he's a hypocrite because he cheated on his wife multiple times. And at some point, we got to stand up and say, quit hiring this goddamn dumbass to be the host of these fucking programs. I don't know what channel it was on. I guess it was on Fox. Fox, man. What are you doing, dude? I mean, I guess Fox doesn't care, right? They own Fox News. I know that they probably just do it because they're pandering to their audience who likes this type of shit. But, you know, it's frustrating to see these assholes get rewarded over and over and over again. I mean, imagine having a problem with people just wanting to save the Earth from global warming, what 98% of climate scientists have all said is man-made. Gotta roll your eyes at it. Oh my God, it's a hoax. Fuck Steve Harvey. What you guys gotta say about that? Fuck Steve Harvey? Or do we love Steve Harvey? Is he the king of comedy? Or is he the king of dumbasses? That'd be my opinion. Let's see. He cheated on his wife mad times, I know, right? Where's your moral barometer at? I believe in God, so I'm better than you. Don't date somebody who's an atheist. Fuck you, Steve Harvey. Fuck everything about you. And this goddamn Family Feud show is so cringe. The entire thing is just, let's ask sexually suggestive questions, and then when the contestants give a sexually suggestive answer, which we know they're going to do because we're setting them up for it, Steve can make dumb faces like, oh, I can't believe you said that. Oh, man. Yeah, you can. That's exactly why you guys ask those questions and the way you ask them. It's exactly the response you wanted. Why are you pretending? Just cringe and lame and cringy lame. Steve Harvey was never funny, and he was always a lame comedian. I know, right? I just don't get why so many of these comedians who just don't have any fucking talent are so popular. It's like people just love mediocrity. Cult of Dusty, is TJ still pretending he wasn't wrong about Trump? No. They basically claimed that he never was a Trump supporter. That when he made that video where he told everybody to vote for Trump because Trump was going to push the Republican Party to the left, he was planning on also making a pro-Hillary video already, so he wasn't really supporting Trump. They just lie, basically. That's what they always fucking do. They never own up to anything. They just, they retcon everything. Rewrite history. My lawn's funnier than Steve Harvey. Yep. Doesn't take much to be funnier than Steve Harvey, that's for sure. All right, let me read the super chats. Super chats. Amy from Mars gave you $5. Hey, thank you, Amy from Mars, and you're a punching fox. It's a cute fox. And Keto Crime says, come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Let me show everybody you. Come here. I got a Misty. Oops. Got a Mama Misty. Yeah, there we go. Let me show everybody the Mama Misty. She's the mama of the house. She takes care of everybody, and she thinks she's not actually a mama to anybody, but she thinks she's the mama to everybody. She's the one that's always taking care of everybody. All right, let me show everybody how pretty you are, baby. You so pretty. Did you just fart on me? You farted on me. Yeah, it stinks. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for showing everybody how pretty you are. Appreciate it. Thank you for farting on me. Now I smell like fart. Now I smell like fart. What else is new? At least it's not shit. Slightly better than shit, at least. And, hey, Cam Ruby, give me $19.99. Thank you, Cam Ruby. That's very, very generous of you. I appreciate that. Something for the fuzzies. All right, I really appreciate that. I will make sure to buy them something in your honor. I'll have to make a emergency trip out later. Hey, sweetie, yeah, you pretty girl. Pretty girl. Hey, could you put less cat ass in my face? Yeah, less cat ass. Not no cat ass, just less. There you go. Thank you. No, okay, more cat ass. All right, yeah, there you go. I want the head. The head's way better. Appreciate that. I'm going to make an emergency trip out to buy some cat litter tonight after the show. That's usually what we do. Cannot wait. When you need cat litter, you have to have it. Isn't that right? You got to bury your poops, don't you? Oh, you so sweet. Yeah, Daddy loves you. Yeah, Daddy loves you. Don't rub up against the microphone, though, okay, baby? All right. And Ariel Fernandez, $5. When you beat... All right, baby, you're going to have to go because you're rubbing up against my microphone and it's making noises. All right, love you, but go on. Fuck off a little bit. Ariel Fernandez, $5. When you break from the chains of religion, you'll be like the baby. You just can't write back. Like, you literally just... You got to not rub up against my microphone, baby. I know Daddy loves you. You're beautiful. You got beautiful green eyes, and Daddy loves you. Just going to sit there and knead on my chest. Okay, you sit there and knead on my chest, baby. It works for me. We do good work here at the Human Society of Mississippi Animal Sanctuary. Cats are spoiled as fuck. Ain't you spoiled as fuck? Let's lower the camera a little bit so people can see you better. There we go. Ain't you spoiled as fuck? Yeah, you are. You pretty little thing. You pretty little thing. Everybody's mama. You take good care of all your kitties, don't you? Even though they're not really yours, you don't know that, do you? You think you the mama, huh? And she loves her daddy. All right, when you break from the chains of religion, you'll be like the bird that escaped from the cage and now can finally freely fly. I know, right? That's why I can't believe anybody that says they're an atheist and they go back to Christianity or go back to religion like Dave Rubin. It's like, once you see something, you can't unsee it. It's like trying to unsee a color that you've seen. You just cannot fucking do it. It's impossible, so I don't buy that bullshit at all. And Ariel Fernandez, $5, with the love of... All right, don't rub up against my shit, please. All right. Let go of me. Let go. Let go. Let go of me. Let go. Let go of me. Let go of the... Okay. All right. Well, now you've unplugged everything. Always fun on the CODcast. CODcast. Greatest podcast in the history of mankind. So many cats. Internet loves cats. I'll try this again. Ariel Fernandez, $5. With the love of truth, you'll leave all the lies behind you. You'll smile on your face, knowing that you no longer have chains keeping you down. I totally agree with that. I'm sorry for continuously getting interrupted by cat ass. Could you don't put your... All right, you unplug my microphone again, dude. Seriously, you're not helping very much. Fucking cute ass thing. Appreciate that, Ariel Fernandez. Totally agree. Keto Crime, $5. I'm touring stand-up comic and opened for a guy that used to tour with Steve Harvey. Says he was filthy and it's an act. Oh yeah, usually it's what it is, right? It's all a con. They're two-faced. They have one face for the public. Oh, I'm all holier than thou. And then in public, fucking dipshits. But that's how a lot of Christians are anyway, right? Do as I say, not as I do. And Sash gave me $1.99. And Cat Turd. Hell yeah. Thank you, Sash. Appreciate your cat turd. And thank you for that. More super chats, please, if you can. Culture does the climate change is a lie. Meanwhile, blah, blah, blah. I know, right? You guys can drown first. How about that? You people that refuse to do anything about it. I'm going to fucking roll your eyes like it should be taken seriously. TJ must be the embodiment of all our cringy teenage phases. Yeah, maybe he'll grow out of it. I guess he is like 35, though, now. So, probably if he was going to grow out of it, he probably would have. But, I didn't start, like, growing out of that shit until I was in my 40s. So, I hold out hope for him, Maybe he will own up to the shit he's done and try to correct the record and undo the bad he's done. But we'll see. I won't hold my breath about any of that. TJ literally became anti-Trump because he said he was going to make weed illegal. Yeah. Now it's affected me. I didn't give a shit about people before, but now it's affected me. So, anyway, let's continue on with the show. Next up, we're going to talk about, oh my God, did you see Sargon of Akkad on the Lee Peterson show? Man, Jesse Lee Peterson has taken his racism to a whole other fucking level. Good Lord. Before I play this is exactly why I had a problem with like Vosh hugging up against Jesse Lee Peterson and then repping his autographed merchandise, trying to normalize this guy. Because a lot of people think, he's just a joke. What's the problem with hanging out with him? But there's a lot of people that don't think he's a joke. He gives justification for the racism. Because they're like, well, Jesse Lee Peterson, he black, he said exactly the same shit I believe. So I can't be racist, so black guy's saying it. But no, you're both fucking racist. Listen to this bullshit.
I'm concerned that that's going to happen in America because the whites are afraid over here, and they're voting in all type of colored people, and the colored people hate white folks. And as soon as they take over the government, I believe, unless something changes, they're going to take the land from the whites here in this country. They're going to murder them, rape them, and rob. And it's already happening in a small way. I believe that as the people of color take over the government, it's only going to get worse, and we're going to have South Africa in America.
Well, I think you're a very, very, very long way from anything like that happening, thank goodness.
You have been to America lately.
I have. I've been to America. But don't give up your guns. That's what I would say.
That's for sure.
Don't give up your guns, says Sargon. I mean, at least he pushed back a little bit, but not really. When somebody says that kind of racist bullshit to you, you push back hard. You're like, what kind of fucking racist nonsense is that? That's fucking Nazi shit you're talking about. What black people have taken over the government and killed white people and raped them for it? I mean, that is the epitome of every racist talking point you could think of. Black folks are going to take over the government and rape white people and steal their land. So tell me you should hug up against this motherfucker. Tell me you should even, I don't even think you should even go to his fucking show, dude, because all you're doing is helping him. He gets a numbers boost every time you left. He's going to his fucking show. And you read the chats on the videos, and you're not changing anybody's mind. You're just becoming fodder for their bullshit. So why be a part of that? Why help this guy? I don't understand. Let's watch a few more clips from this. Just it's so insane. Like, how is YouTube or is it Twitter, whichever one is letting this on there? How are they keep letting this racism on there? Is it because it's a black guy saying it? They're allowing this racism? It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter if a black guy saying it or not. It's still harming people. I'm all for fucking free speech, but I don't think you should be allowed to be just outright fucking racist and try to fearmonger people by telling them that black people are going to rape them and kill them and steal their shit. Like, that's ridiculous, right?
Is it true that you are a liberal?
Yes.
So if you are a liberal, how is it that you can understand my videos so well?
That's a great question. It's because essentially your liberals are communists. Your Republicans are the real liberals, and over here it has a different meaning. So I guess you would call me a Republican in America.
Yeah, finally he's admitting it. I can't believe, for years I was saying that Sargon was a fucking Republican. He's in another country, so he's not totally a Republican, because Republican is a party of the American government. But if he was in America, he would be a Republican. And for years people were arguing, no, Sargon supported Bernie Sanders, Dusty. You're just slandering him for no reason. You're jealous, Dusty. You're only saying that because you're jealous and you're trying to get attention. I was just fucking telling the truth. Just goddamn telling the truth about this goddamn fucking doorknob. So frustrating. Let's watch one more of this bullshit. Go.
It's because the press, it's usually the media that's sympathetic to Antifa, and many of the Democratic politicians actually. And it's because, frankly, I think that ideologically they are sympathetic to communism, if not outright communists themselves. I mean, you'll see did you see?
Yeah, our government is so communist, isn't it?
The press,
so many communists in our government outright talking about communism. The vast majority of our government just wants to maintain the status quo. They're bought and paid for by the goddamn billionaire class, by the corporate class. So it's just ridiculous in every fucking possible way. But that's why you shouldn't go on Jesse Lee Peterson's show. That's why you shouldn't try to normalize this vile racist. Fight back against that shit. Don't be a part of it, in my goddamn opinion. And as Vadim pointed out, I didn't even know this, but apparently IMDb has a list of the 452 most horrible, scummy humans currently wasting oxygen. And Carl Benjamin, a.k.a. Sargon of Akkad, is number 214. He's beating out some big names, too. He's 214 right there, and somehow he's worse than Jair Bolsonaro, who is the dictator guy over there, and what is that, Brazil, and also the guy that fucking shut up a theater James Holmes, I gotta kind of disagree with this one. As bad as Sargon is, he ain't worse than a mass shooter. I don't think. But definitely a dipshit. Should probably be on the list somewhere, but I'm not sure he should be above a terrorist. But that's just me. Could be wrong about that. So what you guys got to say about that? Do we love Sargon? We huge Sargon stans, or he's a troll? I mean, you can keep saying that. Oh, he's just trolling. He's just trolling. But you read the comments from the racists that view his material, and they take it seriously. They absolutely take it seriously, and they use it to justify their own racism. So just letting him off the hook by saying he's just trolling, man, bullshit. Fuck that. I do not accept that answer at all. He's a liberal, I know, right? The words mean different things. Twitter censors ordinary people like you and I. Yeah, I'm banned from Facebook for no reason. Yet they let vile racism go untouched. Doesn't seem like there's a very good system in place. Let's see what else you got to say. JLP should be banned. I mean, I'm usually not for banning people, but if you're just going to spread direct racism and fear towards minorities or anybody, really, I wouldn't give you a platform. I wouldn't allow you on my platform to do that. I can tell you that much. Cult of Dusty, Sargon's endorsement for Johnson would help Corbyn. Well, that's good. Anything that helps Corbyn, I'm all for that. Cult of Dusty, there are 3 more clips on that thread of mine, Dusty. Look below the third on the comments from me. Okay, let me see here. I don't see anything else on this. Look below that one. Is that one? Oh, okay. Here is Sargon with JLP actively demonstrating their racism with Carr agreeing with JLP of shipping Ilham Omar back to Somalia. All right, let's take a look at this. More racism from JLP.
People like Ilhan Omar, right?
Yes.
Where she's, I mean, as if Somalia is any better in any way than the United States. And yet she has lots of criticisms from the United States, but no criticisms of Somalia.
That's right. When I become president, she's going to be the very first one I ship back to Somalia, wherever she came from.
Hilarious.
Well, I will support your bid. I tell you.
Yeah, I support you shipping American citizens back to other countries. Yeah, that's great, isn't it? Ha Sargon. What an amazing man. In this clip, listen to Sargon admitting to being a Republican conservative by U.S. standards. Already said that, basically. Here he is again, generalizing all leftists sympathizers are communist. All right, I'm not going to play those, but I guess I'm done with this. Good clips, though. Lualiers is how you pronounce it. Thank you for providing those for me. Thank you for watching that bullshit so I don't have to. Appreciate it. You rock. And let's see what we have here. Did you guys hear about this one? Oh, it's frustrating. Everybody's like, why don't they just use the bathrooms for the birth sex? So this is a model reigned over who was a female. I guess assigned female at birth is the way she puts it, or they put it. I'm not really sure what their pronouns are. They're a model, though, that do fashion shoots, sometimes presenting themselves as male and sometimes presenting themselves as female. So they went and used a bathroom, I guess out of school, a female bathroom, and they got maced by one of the mothers in the bathroom. So, all you are like, they should just use whatever the bathrooms that were assigned to them at birth. Well, I mean, they can't even do that, right? They can't even use the bathrooms, their birth assignment, without getting maced. And wouldn't it be better just to use the bathrooms that they feel comfortable in, right? Because they saw this person as a male, the mother did, and they just automatically assume, well, there's a man in the bathroom with my daughter, so let me mace them. And imagine other transgender people that present very heavily as male, but who are born female. You really want them using bathrooms that don't align with their chosen gender? Really? Obviously not. This is what happens. They get maced even when they do that, right? So you see a guy or somebody that you think is a man come into a bathroom, and even though they were born female, you don't know that. You have no fucking idea. You going to be comfortable with that? Is that what you really want? No. So they want it both ways, right? They don't really want transgender people to use either bathroom. That's what it boils down to. Transgender people, you just got to get used to not going to the bathroom. Hold that shit when you're in public, right? You don't deserve to use any bathrooms, but no. It's absolutely bullshit. You should be able to use whatever bathroom matches the gender you feel comfortable with, and other people are just gonna have to fucking accept it, right? You are the bad guys for not wanting this. They are not the bad guys for wanting to be treated with respect and treated equally. You are the bad guys for not treating them this way. And frustrating to see. And I saw Jimmy Dore got in a little bit of trouble for this clip. Everybody was like, fuck Jimmy Dore, this is some racist bullshit. And they were like, these characters are like from Saturday Night Live. That's the kind of people he has on his show. So let's have a look.
Her campaign broke barriers. What barriers did her? Oh, was the barrier of what was the barrier?
I guess the barrier is that she is from Jamaican descent
She's the first
and
Jamaican?
Indian, but they like to reference her as an African American. So maybe that's how she's
I have
blazing
seen
that trail.
I have seen that. People say, "Oh, the African American." She's not African American. She's Jamaican, and I mean, I don't know. Am I wrong? I'm
You
not.
just go look at a map and
I'm
you'll
a
figure
white
out
guy,
how
so-
Jamaica is nowhere close to Africa, according to one map.
I'm not a
Just one map I looked at.
I'm not a genometrist, but
Yeah, because definitely there were no slaves in Jamaica. You know, the slave trade went directly from Africa right to the United States. That's how it worked, folks. None of them went through Jamaica in any way whatsoever. She's not an African American. Why is she using that? She's a phony. She's a phony. Nope. She's an African American, dude, and this is cringe as fuck. And you got a little bit of trouble for it. I don't know why you're having people like this on your show. Holy shit, dude. I don't know. It seems like you could do better. But he's more popular than I am, so I guess you go, Jimmy Dore. All your bullshit. And speaking of other podcasts, which are very boring in my opinion, Hee got in trouble. There is a trending hashtag called Hee is over party, or H3H3. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm going to pronounce it Hee. So people got mad. Not just people, but K-pop fans and stans did not appreciate what Ethan said about K-pop. So this is what he said that caused so much fucking outrage in the K-pop community.
I'll sit in silence.
BTS. I don't get the BTS thing. I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't like K-pop. I hate K-pop. I don't get BTS.
K-pop.
They look like they're just a bunch of. How did this become a thing in Western culture where all these grown men and little girls are jerking off to little K-pop boys? It's like a little fetish. It's like a little twink gay fetish about these K-pop boys.
Does Ian have an insight on K-pop?
Ian, do you like?
Anyway, that's what he said. I don't. His wife's so boring and monotone, and the whole thing is boring to me. But anyway, people were like, "This was homophobic and sort of racist." And I don't really know if that was homophobic and racist or not. Maybe. Like, I'm open to an argument being made for that, I guess. But man, K-pop fans did not take it fucking well. Basically, their reaction was pretty much like this.
Son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit. You're the people that have fucked this country over and gang raped the shit out of it and lost an election. So stop shooting your mouth off claiming I'm the enemy. You got that, you goddamn son of a bitch? Fill your hand. I'll beat your goddamn...
Yeah, that's basically what they went off on Hee with. Not happy with him whatsoever. And of course, he responded. He didn't help the situation by fanning the flames. And he's like, my message to K-pop fans, lighten up, nerds. I guess he means if you can't handle your hobby being made fun of a little bit, then you are just a bunch of little girls jerking off to K-pop boys. And of course, that fanned the flames, but he got like 20,000 likes for that. So people had his back for the most part. But man, people was fucking mad. And they were like, cancel him. Look at all this other shit he said. If we didn't cancel him for the K-pop shit, he definitely should be canceled for this shit. So let's listen to some other shit they say he should be canceled for.
Or apes or whatever, right? Our Neanderthal cousins were probably just raping like crazy. So there's definitely something like in us to like conquer. Men want to like conquer.
Right.
So it's, women are in a nature setting like to be conquered.
That's
Or
right.
apes.
Women basically want to be raped, I guess, sort of is what he's saying, or conquered. It's just natural to want to be conquered. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. No, yeah, I'm sure some women like that, and I'm sure some women don't want that whatsoever. It just depends on the woman. But they mad at him about that, and they were like, and then also cancel him over this. Did you guys see this shit? Fuck Ethan.
Nigger, faggot, whore. It's just a wonderful string of words that really gets you going. Nigger, faggot, whore.
Yeah,
It's a wonderful
string
it's
of
just
words that get you going. So anyway, K-pop fans are going out all guns blazing on Ethan. They are not happy with that shit in any way, what the fuck soever. But you guys got to think about that. Do we love Ethan? Are we on his side, or we think he's a little bit cringe? I don't know. Sometimes I see his tweets and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. He seems all right. And sometimes I see shit and was like, damn, I don't like that guy at all. But regardless of how I feel about him, the podcast is boring, in my opinion. But, you know, I would say that, right? Because I am biased and also not very humble. So, true story, true story. He has been trashed for a long time, right? I mean, I guess he's popular because they did other videos, and I've never seen any of his other videos that he got popular doing. So that's what people tell me. They tell me, like, yes, his podcast is boring, but it's popular because of his other videos, so people like him because of that. So they watch his podcast because of his other videos. But I don't know. I don't understand why anybody would watch that boring bullshit, especially when you can watch this show, the greatest podcast in the history of mankind. But, of course, I would say that. It is me. Boogie is even worse. Yeah, I wouldn't watch Boogie either, though. Boogie has no spine whatsoever. Cult of Dusty, popularity ain't everything. I know that's true, right? Why? I'd rather be here with all you folks than with the finest people in the world, JK. You have a small but loyal band, and it's growing, thank goodness. Yeah, I actually agree. Like, I don't even really want to be that popular. Like, I like the show to be a little more popular than it is, but there is a certain level of popularity that once I reach, I'm going to become uncomfortable, and I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I probably would just tell you guys when it happens to stop telling people about the show. We ain't got there yet. You guys should still tell people about the show. You still like the videos. Like the video. If you hadn't liked the video, like it. Like it right now and leave a comment and all that good stuff. But eventually, if I get too popular, I'm going to tell you guys not to like the videos anymore, not to tell anybody about it. It's just going to be like a kind of a more private type show. Hopefully we'll get there someday, though. That'd be cool. Cult of Dusty. He got popular because of the fair use lawsuit. Okay, I don't know anything about that. You guys have to educate me on that more. His older videos are funny, but I think over time, they just got burnt out. I can understand that. I kind of got burned out on making short videos, and doing live shows like this is more complicated, and it's like a bigger challenge, and so I kind of like that challenge. It's more interesting to me. You're kind of, like I say, you're like on a trapeze without a net the whole fucking time, and like anybody can make videos and edit them together, but not everybody can do a live show for 2 hours where they can entertain an audience continuously without incredibly fucking up the whole thing. So I feel like I am in a better class of entertainers doing this show, in my opinion, and so I kind of enjoy it for that reason. Dunk on Ethan Van Shiver, a moron. Okay, will do. Victoria Cody and Comic Punk, thank you for donating. Yep, thank you, Comic Punk. Let's check the Super Chat. Super Chats! Comic Punk, $5. Thank you, Comic Punk. Breaking Bat 094. What's up, Breaking Bat? How you doing? Popped in for 2 seconds to see JLP's time behind. Can't wait until tomorrow. Yep, appreciate that. Be sure to check back in. Hopefully I'll have a good show up for you tomorrow. I know I've also been working hard on the short clips. A lot of people are like, do the short clips, Dusty. We have too short attention spans to watch a 2-hour show. Please, we miss the short clips. So we've been putting out a lot of short clips. Hope you guys have been enjoying them. I don't make any money off them, so if you like them, please consider supporting the show on Patreon or through Super Chats, because that's the only way I make money doing the short clips. I really appreciate that. And I can't watch live, but take my money. We'll do Breaking Bat. Thank you very much for your $3.99. I think that says $3.99. I don't have my glasses on, so I can barely fucking see. But I look better without my glasses, so I am that vain where I'd rather just not see than look bad. I already have enough problem with this fucking white hair and people calling me goddamn old every 5 seconds. So, Parker Aguirre, have you heard of Storyfire? Nope. Boogie freaks out on Lance Stewart, and his true colors come out, and we see the face behind the mask. Well, you guys need to send me some links to it on Twitter and stuff, and I'll cover it on the next show, because I don't have any idea what you're talking about. But thank you for that. Please educate me more on it. And I guess that's all the Super Chats. Thank you for that. Appreciate the Super Chats. I will read more as you guys send them to me. It's a show tomorrow. No, I think he means that he's going to come back tomorrow and watch this show tomorrow. That's what they're saying. Because he can't watch it live. I guess he's busy right now. So, yes, the show will be up tomorrow. And hopefully I'll have some other clips up tomorrow from, like, I'm going back. I have, like, 75 shows to go back through and clip out. So, we're working on that slowly but surely. And, man, like, I know Alex Jones is crazy. I know he's a troll. I know you're not supposed to take anything he says seriously. But I don't think he's that well anymore. I think he is, like, literally going insane. Because usually his rants, even though they're nonsense, at least the stream of consciousness sort of makes sense. And now it's just ridiculous nonsense that the words are just word salad almost. And he has some really unusual opinions on lesbianism and leftism, because apparently us lefties are demons who torture and eat people's brains. Let's have a listen.
Most of the so-called liberal lesbians and all these groups, they just want to have the guy with the duck's ass haircut and the James Dean outfit. The truth is James Dean wasn't slapping girls around, but they want to be the ones slapping the girls around. And statistically, it shows it. I'm not blaming all lesbians, but it shows that most of these butch lesbians, they want to be the guy smacking the hot chick around. They think that's manly. And a lot of the chicks, they like it. See, because no man will do that to them, and I'm not saying it's good if a man does that, but some women like it. And if they can't find a man to smack them around, well, they found them a girl going to do it real good. Knock them upside their head and have 50 shades of gray about the sexy rich guy that's going to chain you up. Of course, you're going to go get chained up one time. They're going to put that devil mask or that piggy mask on. They're going to say, now I'm going to torture you for about 6 weeks. So start begging for your mommy and your daddy. That's the liberals. They want to get you in a dungeon. They want to strap you down and take a buzzsaw and cut the top of your head off like a pumpkin and pull it off and get a little spoon and go, well, you're looking in a mirror. This is one thing I know they like to do. And they go, I'm going to eat your brain now. Let's start. Let's start at the side areas here, because we don't want to take away your sight at the back or your thinking on the front. I'm going to eat your cerebral cortex last. Because I've got power. I love Satan, and I'm going to suck you dry, and I'm going to torture you to death. And you're going to follow my liberal orders, and you're going to talk like I talk, and you're going to be guilty when I say you're guilty, and you're going to bow to me. And I'm going to teach huge hordes of people that we shovel welfare at to hate you if you produce, to hate you if you're good, and to create a total system of collapse.
Woo! There was a lot there to unpack, wasn't there? It's like homophobia, misogyny, fear-mongering about leftists. Dudes, I literally just want you to have health care so you don't die and go bankrupt, right? I literally just want us to do something about global warming so life on the planet doesn't end. I don't want to eat your brains. Okay. I don't know if anybody out there actually believes Alex Jones. I mean, I'm sure there have to be some nutty people out there who believe that liberals are like this, but yeah, I'm a vegetarian, okay? Not gonna eat your brains. I don't even eat animal brains. I wouldn't even eat animal brains if I wasn't a vegetarian. Like, all of this. It's like he's watched Hannibal Lecter. He's watched too much Silence of the Lambs. Yes, I saw in Silence of the Lambs where they cut the guy's head off and ate part of his brain while he was alive, but I don't think that's ever happened in real life as far as I'm aware. I've never read of any actual cases of that happening. So, don't think Alex Jones is doing too well mentally. I think he is kind of going off the deep end. Even worse, if that's even possible for him. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's just the same as he's always been, and I'm just blowing it out of proportion. I have no idea what we got to say about that. Holy shit, I'm already an hour into the show. Might end up doing a 2-hour show tonight. Didn't even mean to do that. I was just going to quit doing an hour and hit it and quit it, but I still got a lot of shit to cover. We got to cover the porn ban. That's the next thing we're going to talk about. The conservatives want to ban fucking porn. You guys heard about this? Holy shit, hell no. Ain't taking my fucking porn. You could take my porn when you pried it on my crusty, cold hand, right? Cult to Dusty, as a lesbian, I'm going to venture Alex has never found a clitoris in his life. I know, right? That's just sad. You know you want to eat other brains of women. You want to smack them around, and women really want to be beat. That's really what they want. That's their fantasy, is to be beat up. And since they can't find any men to beat the shit out of them, they're going to go get a butch lesbian to beat them up and eat their brains. Because, you know, that's leftism for you. Typical lefties. It's just like anti-SJWism taken to the most absurd levels. Hard to believe this is real life. Once we have enough people, we will actually be the Cult of Dusty. Hell yeah! Gonna start my own real cult. Wasn't just a joke, guys. It's for real, yo. I want a cult. Cult of Dusty, he argued in court that this is a character. I know he argued that, but you know. People argue they're not racist. They argue all kinds of stuff to get away with it. So, I'm sure part of it is a character, right? But I'm sure a lot of it is his personality, too. Like, when you're reading that article where that editor that used to work for him came out and basically just spilled the tea. You got kind of a background look at Alex Jones, and it seems like a lot of it actually is real. Like, want to go up and punch people and have punching contests and just all the crazy shit he says in private. What are you doing? Seems like there's more to it than meets the eye to me. And that scene is in Hannibal. Okay, yeah, Hannibal. That's right. It was, what is that guy's name? Ray Liotta? Is that who it was? I barely remember that. It's a good scene. Creepy-ass scene in that movie. Hannibal Lecter eating that guy's brains. He's mostly genuine. Yeah, hard to tell. Like I said, I'm sure it's probably like 60-40 genuine character, in my opinion. So anyway, let's get on this fucking pornography ban. Oh, hell to the no. You ain't goddamn ever taken my pornography. You gotta be out of your goddamn mind, man. Tell you what, there is little in this life that has brought me more joy than pornography. I fucking love my porn. Man, I've had so much good times with porn. Still having good times with porn. I could love my porn. But of course, anything that's fun is sin. So Republican Christians got to try to take that shit away. So Matt Walsh sparks conservative Twitter meltdown over proposed pornography ban. Over the past few days, conservative Twitter has descended into complete and utter chaos over one apparently decisive issue: pornography. It all began when National Review staff writer Alexandra DeSantis shared the news that 4 Republican representatives had sent a letter to Attorney General Bill Barr demanding that the DOJ make moves to prosecute the makers of hardcore pornography that meets legal standards for obscenity. So basically, they're trying to lock pornographers up. People that put pornography online that they consider obscene. They want to start gelling people, you know, because freedom. They love freedom so much, don't they? As long as you're doing what they tell you to do. Freedom within their small, confined limits. So anyway, Matt Walsh, who is has his own podcast. We talked about him in the last show. He's the one that thinks it should be legal to discriminate against black people and gays and private businesses. Because of course it could. But he thinks it should be legal to discriminate against gays and black folks, but porn should be illegal. Fuck porn. You should go to jail if you put porn on the internet, because it's very consistent, these people, in their views of freedom. And he's like, this is a great move. And conservatives who act perplexed at the suggestion the government might have a role in restricting hardcore porn obviously do not understand their own ideology. This is, at the very least, an idea worth discussing. And this is the guy that works for Ben Shapiro with the Daily Wire. This is the kind of people that Ben Shapiro is bringing us. You know, they hate freedom, folks. They do hate freedom, regardless of what they say, regardless of what their narrative and talking points are. And so this sparked a war. If this were to happen amongst liberals, all the anti-SJWs and conservatives would be saying, the left is eating itself. The left is eating itself. But when they're fighting amongst each other, they never say that because it's a double standard. So the guy went on his podcast and literally said this dumb bullshit. One of the most galaxy-brained takes I've ever heard in my entire life. Basically, he is saying that if you don't support banning porn, then you are trying to help legalize pedophilia. That is the argument this goddamn doorknob is about to make right now.
Can you think of any other thing that is only speech if it's broadcast to billions of people, but it wouldn't be speech if you just said it or did it in front of 10 people? Doesn't make any sense. If the act is speech, it is speech, no matter if there's a camera there or not. Period. So if you're telling me that porn is speech, then you cannot escape the fact that 2 people having sex publicly are engaged in speech. Now, what you might say is that that's bad speech that should be restricted, whereas porn is not. But you see, when you make, and this is why you don't want to make that argument, this is why you want to try to pretend that one is speech and one isn't, even though that makes no sense. But you don't want to make that say, you don't want to say, okay, yeah, but that's speech that should be restricted, because now you've admitted that, okay, there could be scenarios where people are doing this and it should be restricted. You don't want to admit that. And also, as I've covered now multiple times, children do not have the capacity to consent. And so the millions of children who access porn, access that content, they did not consent to it. Unless we're saying now that 11-year-olds can consent, which I'm sure this is where this is headed. And so if you're on board, if you're one of the porn defenders, you're on board with the people who are working towards the normalization and legalization of pedophilia, because what you're saying is that 11-year-olds can consent to view porn. And if they can consent to view porn, then it's not that far from saying they can consent to do the things that are being portrayed in the porn.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, I don't think they can consent to any of it.
What a fucking leap of logic here. God damn it. These people will say any fucking thing, no matter how stupid it is. That's right, folks. If you don't want porn to be banned, you're basically a pedophile, right? No one is saying that kids can consent to watching porn. Your parents should stop you from watching it. It's the parents' job to put child restriction on the computers to make sure they can't access the porn, right? You don't ban something from every fucking body just because a kid might get it, right? You don't like ban beer just because a kid might walk up and drink one of your beers without you knowing it. You don't ban cigarettes just because your kid might grab a cigarette and smoke it, right? It's so stupid. The entire thing is so stupid. But yeah, folks, you're all a bunch of pedophiles. You know it. You're adults who want to watch porn in the privacy of your own home. You're basically helping child sex slave trade. You goddamn evil sons of bitches. Definitely an amazing take. 100% spot on with that guy. And so this is spreading across conservative Twitter right now. This is Ashley Ray Goldenberg. How do we feel about public executions of pornographers? That's right. Just kill them, folks. The pro-freedom crowd wants you to kill people for having sex on video. Sure, why not, right? And Lauren Chen is out there. Even Lauren Chen is on board with making porn illegal. She's making the case for it. And I'm not going to read her whole thing, but the end of it says, so how about we recognize that sex isn't like speech, the same way choosing to smoke or drink isn't like speech. Fine for adults to consent to, but wrong for children, and acceptable to regulate, unlike speech, in order to ensure that children cannot access it. That's right, folks. Lauren Chen, all about getting rid of your porn. So are you anti-SJW is going to stand up and attack her now? Now it's finally coming for your porn, right? Like somebody was saying earlier, how TJ was finally ready to come out against Trump when Trump came from his weed. When it finally started affecting him. Well, this is finally starting to affect you guys and your porn habit. You ready to rise up and burn this shit down? Burn this goddamn anti-SJW monster you guys helped create? Burn it all fucking down! Lauren Chen, a pretty girl, but she a pretty stupid girl also. And so anyway, then there was a big old battle between these conservative chuds. The quartering was involved in it. The quartering was actually on the right side of this, some fucking how. You know you're fucked when the quartering is on the right side of something. When the quartering is against you, and he's right, and you're on the right, you know you're goddamn dumbass. And so this is Gab. Gab is the free speech platform that the Nazis and white supremacists have taken over. And they posted this. They retweeted it. It's time for the war on porn. And that's the same Matt Walsh guy. And they posted a bunch of other stuff. Because they're so about free speech and free expression. Art of the deal. Step 1, ban porn. Step 2, Coomer outrage creates awareness of the public health crisis that is instant, free, on-demand porn. Step 3, settle for age verification to help prevent kids from easily accessing porn and make it a social stigma again. I guess they're going to make it to where every website that has porn on it has to have like a credit card that you put in or something to verify your age, which is absolutely ridiculous. Definitely not going to fucking work, and they're all fucking over it. They're retweeting Roosh. Remember Roosh, the world's most famous pickup artist who's now a Christian, who's like, quitting porn has become a rite of passage. Quitting porn is the rite of passage for the modern young man. Ironically, it's probably one of the hardest rites of passage of any society ever. Theirs were mostly physical or mental. Hunting solo for the first time, fighting a battle, making an artisan piece, passing hard exams. Now our rite of passage is spiritual. Defeating the beast within our very selves. God damn it, these people are fucking dorks. Just jack off. It's not that big of a fucking deal. Porn is awesome. Holy shit, now I know you can be addicted to porn, and I know porn can lead to erectile dysfunction if you get too into porn. Like, it's hard even, like, for some guys to have sex with their girlfriends anymore because they're so addicted to porn. But, like, in my opinion, that's not really that big of a problem. For one, we have pills now. We have dick pills. You can just take a fucking dick pill, and 30 minutes later, your fucking dick's gonna get hard. So you ain't really got to worry about that shit too bad anymore. And at the same time, just enjoy it. Enjoy fucking porn. It's amazing. In your mind, you can have sex with the most beautiful women on that world, right? Without having to go through all the fucking trouble that it takes to actually attract these types of women. And I've had sex with some really fucking beautiful women for like a couple of them. I would consider 10s. But man, what I had to go through to do that was not worth it. It was absolutely not worth it. You know, I got like 80% of the experience from VR porn for nothing, for free basically, whatever the cost of the VR headset was. But didn't have to go through the trouble, didn't have to fucking work out, didn't have to eat right, didn't have to take them out to fancy dinners, didn't have to present myself in a way that was sexually attractive to them. All the fucking heartache I went through from the rejection, all that shit. Didn't have to go through any of that. Porn cured me of having to deal with all that bullshit. So I'm a big fucking fan, and I think you guys should just embrace that more. Who gives a shit, right? Save you a lot of trouble. That's just my opinion on it. So anyway, Gab, the free speech platform, Gab, they really heavily against porn. Conservatives defending pornography aren't conservatives. That's right. Gab knows who's a real conservative and who's not. You can't be a conservative or a Christian. Christians defending pornography need to examine their hearts. That's right, Christians. You're whacking off. You're basically sinning in the eyes of God and going to go to hell. You better examine your fucking heart. And they bragging. The free speech platform, Gab, bragging about no porn. Porn hasn't been allowed by RTOS for months. Our users praise the move. That's right, because your users don't really give a shit about free speech. They just want to be able to post Nazi bullshit. And just like Richard Spencer admitted, they're not really for free speech when it all comes down to it. And, so then the quartering is actually fighting back a little bit. The quartering, one of the biggest assholes in the world, is actually somehow on the right side of this issue. And he's like, new video! Gab had the support of the free speech community as an alternative to Twitter since jump. And now their owner is having some bizarre anti-porn meltdown and arguing with users on Twitter. Right-wing SJWs are as bad as left-wing ones. Well, SJWs don't really exist. That's just a word you come up to belittle and demonize people you disagree with. But at the same time, yep, I love to see the infighting amongst your own side. The right is eating each other. And so Gab fired back at the quartering. Like multiple YouTubers with hundreds of thousands of subscribers who primarily talk about video games made videos about Gab to vigorously defend their pornography addictions to their audience. Their audience is so confused as to why they made the video about it. It's hilarious. And who cares? Who cares? If you want to watch porn, watch it. If you want to have a pornography addiction, enjoy that shit. One of the best addictions you can possibly have. And like drugs, it doesn't really fuck your life up that much in my experience. It's actually pretty pleasurable. So whack that shit. Clearly, the problem with a lot of people is you're not whacking it enough. More whacking, less yakking, in my opinion. And, alright, I guess I will check the chat real quick. Holy shit. Man, we're going to do a 2-hour show tonight. I'm not even almost through my material yet. I thought this was going to be a short show. Shows you what I fucking know. What else we got here? Roosh the douche. I know, dude. How the fuck did that guy get popular? It just shows you how pathetic. And not just that. It's how sad and... I don't want to make fun of these incel people too bad, but I guess they're desperate. They're so desperate for somebody to tell them how to attract women that they'll just listen to any fucking body, regardless how obvious of a horrible human being they are. I just feel bad for them. It's so much easier than these people are making out. Coomer outrage. I know. I love Coomer outrage. What's wrong with Victoria? How you doing, Victoria? You feeling bad? I'll have to puke again. I'm sorry. Are you still drunk? Were you the one that was drunk before? Porn is older than organized religion. I know, right? There were some of the first cave drawings in the world were fucking porn. Dudes have been getting off of porn from the very fucking beginning. Masturbation is totally fucking natural. It's you guys who are against nature, in my opinion. Hassan's ex-girlfriend does corn. Okay, well, if she wants to do corn, she can do all the corn she wants to do. I'm not into doing corn, but I guess it's bumpy, so maybe it feels good when you put it in your vahuja, I guess. Cult of Dust, they will listen to anyone but actual women telling them how brainwashed they are by people who do not want to help them. I know, they're sad. Sad, sad, sad men. All right, let's check the super chats. Super chats! $2, you are free to do as we tell you. I know, right? The ultimate freedom. Scarcofingus Garcia, $5. Save the critters and good vibes for your uncle. Also, protect the porn. Will do. We gotta stand up, defend the porn. Man, like I ain't never even thought about a civil war before. About being involved in a civil war. You can come for my guns if you want to. But if you come for my porn, hell no. I'm gonna buy extra guns. You come for my fucking porn. You playing with fire now. Don't want to fucking play with that kind of fire. You get burned. And the Cammy Ribby got $2.99 with a thumbs up. Thank you, Cammy Ribby. You're awesome. Love you. $2 Genie Rude. Alex Jones' office hinges. I know, right? He's taking that shit to a whole other level. What a stream of consciousness that guy's spewing out. Jenny Rue, $2. What is it? I know Alex Jones is crazy. I agree with you. What a nut he is. You tell him. Man, that cat wants some dick bad. That's a dick yell. The cat's like, give me dick immediately. I want that corkscrew cat cock all up in my vajayjay. Impregnate me. Don't be a little slut. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but don't do it. Okay, Jeannie Root, I hope your uncle feels better and your pup helps. Yeah, well, we'll see. He may not even want it, like I said. I'm not going to take it until he agrees to want another pup. But hopefully he won't kill himself. There's only so much you can do, though. That's what I've learned. I've had several people kill themselves in my life that are close to me. And at some point, like, you do whatever you can to help, but at some point it's their choice. And I don't want to say you got to respect it, but you can't, you really can't you can't beat yourself up over it too bad. Because it's their choice, and there's not anything you can do about it after a certain point. So, hopefully he won't, though. Hopefully, we can talk to him and help him feel better and whatnot, but we'll see what happens. Alex Jones, a crypto fascist. Not so much crypto anymore. I know, right? The mask is coming off for him. That's for sure. Thank you, Cyanide. Ali, $5. Why is advocating for raping male chud is wrong? Why do they dress like that? I can't even remember who was advocating for raping male. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, why do they dress like that? It's your own fault. You're bringing it on yourself. Where were you? Were you drunk? You were in the wrong place. You weren't supposed to be there. You're sort of responsible for it. It's always what they do, don't they? Blame the victim. And Kimmy Rudy gave me another $24.99. Hey, it's very generous, Kimmy Rudy. You're an amazing human being. Love you. I think that's the second one you gave me. Very, very generous. Definitely helping out. I'm going to go buy some cat's treats later in your honor. We'll be like, this is from Cam Ruby, kitties. And they won't know what the hell I'm talking about because they don't speak English. But they'll still enjoy it. And I'll know. So I really appreciate that, Cam Ruby. You're amazing. All right. That's all the super chats for now. Let's see what else we got here. One from Patton Oswald. It is hard to believe this is fucking real, folks. This is our president of the United States, folks. This is the leader of the free world.
People are flushing toilets 10 times, 15 times, as opposed to once. They end up using more water. So EPA is looking at that very strongly, at my suggestion.
Our president is taking dumps so big, he's flushing 15 times, folks. And he thinks this is a real big problem. He's letting Saudi Arabia kill American journalists, cut their bodies up. He's covering for them. He's letting Muslim dictators come to our country and beat up American citizens on American soil for exercising their rights to free speech, accelerating global warming, selling our country out. He's an embarrassment to the whole fucking world. And this is the kind of shit he is focusing on. Toilets! I had to flush 15 times for my dookies. Well, dude, you might want to cut back on the Whoppers or whatever the fuck you're shoving down your fat fucking gullet for 5 seconds, Just saying, dude. Holy shit, what a fucking embarrassment this guy is. And, more embarrassment from our goddamn president. It's not a great country. If you helped elect this motherfucker, you should be embarrassed because you are an embarrassment. You have brought this embarrassment upon us, and you should share in that embarrassment.
Right now, in a number of states, the laws allow a baby to be born from his or her mother's womb in the 9th month.
Oh my God, can you believe it, folks? They're actually allowing babies to be born in the 9th month. We have to do something about this immediately. We have to stop all these babies being born in the 9th month. Hell no. They have to wait till at least 10 months or come out early at 8 months. But fuck this, let it be born 9 months, folks. So obviously, I know what the fuck he's talking about. Obviously, he is such an idiot. He can't even form a coherent sentence. And he's talking about aborting babies in the 9th month because he's fear-mongering, which is, almost never done unless the mother's life is in danger. Obviously, if your life is in danger, you shouldn't be forced to do something that's going to kill you. But, he's just throwing out what he thinks is red meat to his Republican Christian base to rile them up, to make them think, oh my God, the left is a bunch of baby killers. But of course, he can't talk properly, so he said it in the dumbest fucking way possible. So, love to make fun of him for that. No more babies in the 9th month. The president doth decreed it. And, oh God. So here he is talking to the Israeli lobby, basically. National Summit. And just tell them outright, I don't like a lot of you. You're not nice people, but I know you're going to vote for me anyway. because you're basically greedy assholes who want to make sure you hold on to every last dime you sucked out of the system, and the lefties are going to come take your money, and you won't let that happen. So regardless if you like me or not, regardless of the shit I say about you, you're going to vote for me anyway because you're greedy assholes. That's basically what he's saying here.
The real estate business, because I know you very well. You're brutal killers. Not nice people at all, but you have to vote for them. You have no choice. You're not going to vote for Pocahontas, I can tell you that. You're not going to vote for the wealth tax. Yeah, let's take 100% of your wealth away. No, no. Even if you don't like me, some of you don't. Some of you I don't like at all, actually. And you're going to be my biggest supporters because you'll be out of business in about 15 minutes if...
He's right, though. They are going to vote for him regardless of what he says to them because they are greedy assholes. The rich people don't want to pay their fair share in any way whatsoever. And so, they're not going to do what's in the best interest for the country. They are going to go vote for the guy who is all for the wealthy, who is all for accelerating the wealth inequality in this country, which he has done. We're at the highest levels of wealth inequality since they actually started keeping track of it. And, abso-fucking-lutely right. This is the person. The rich got elected. This is their candidate. This is the person who's going to ensure that our corporate overlords maintain power for, as long as humanly possible. These status quo warriors. And so if you're voting for this and you're not rich, what's wrong with you? He's literally telling you right there that he is for the rich. That's the side he's on. There is class warfare in this country, folks. They have class solidarity. Why don't we? They stick together. They feed upon us. Why are you supporting these assholes if you're not rich? It doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. But I know why you do it. Because you've been brainwashed. Because the rich are very good at using their money to brainwash poor people into believing that somehow other poor people are their enemies. That other poor people are the problems when it's absolutely obvious what the fucking problem is. Too few people have too much power, and it is their money that gives them that power. We have to fucking take it away from them, in my opinion. But, national embarrassment, but he actually is being honest there for fucking once. And, what is it, baby? I know, you's a loud jabba-jabba, and this is basically how Christians are, even poor Christians. Who was a better Christian? Donald Trump or Jesus Christ? Fuck that Jesus Christ. He was a little too much commie for me. Healing people for free and giving out free fishes and shit. Can't have that. Gotta make people work for it. Otherwise, they don't know the value of a dollar. Unlike Trump. Trump is our God, man. It's a fucking cult, man. Yeah, it's almost impressive. It's depressing, of course. But it's impressive at the same fucking time. And this war criminal that Donald Trump pardoned is whining and complaining because he can't get a job. Even at Walmart or Target. Oh, no. War criminal pardoned by Donald Trump complains that he can't get a job. Well, you know what? If you're worried about getting a job, maybe you should have committed war crimes. You might have thought about that before you went to kill innocent fucking people. Might have thought, hey, maybe if I'm a fucking psychopathic asshole that commits war crimes, I may not be able to get a job later. Probably should have thought about that. You should be fucking in jail. But since our president is fucking the worst human being on the planet, maybe not the worst, one of the worst human beings on the planet, he pardoned you. He pardoned you, and so you should be homeless. I hope no one ever fucking gives you a job. I hope you live your rest of your life in destitution and sadness and loneliness, because that's what you fucking deserve. If we can't make an example out of you through our legal system, at least let's make an example out of you through other ways. Fuckhead. And, speaking of fuckheads, Pete Buttigieg. You guys like Pete Buttigieg? He's taking a lot of shit lately because he has been taking lots of money from billionaires, and he refuses to stop doing it. Even though he claims that he wants to get money out of politics, big money out of politics, he continues to have closed doors fundraising with billionaires. And so this kid basically straight out asked him if he'd stop doing that. And he's like, nope. No. I'm still going to take money from billionaires. Yeah, I'm just pretending. I'm pretending like I don't want big money in politics, but I'm still going to take it. Yeah, because, they're going to buy me. that's exactly what's happening. And he is just another one of these status quo shills that are going to allow himself to be in what is the word I'm looking for? He's going to be what is the word? Inholden? That's not the word. He's going to be under the thumb of the rich, is what I'm trying to say here. Just like evil Morty. I was going to say evil Rick. That's not evil Rick. Evil Morty is basically just the same as evil Morty, right? He's the grown-up version of evil Morty. Sort of looks like him, too. Not a fan of Buttigieg. Can't stand these guys who won't do the right thing and stand up to the dirty money in politics. And speaking of people who I can't fucking stand, I obviously have gone to bat saying Hillary would have been a better president than Donald Trump in every fucking way. But that doesn't mean she would have been a good president. That doesn't mean she's a good person. That doesn't mean outside of just it being between her and Trump that I support her in any way, because I fucking don't. So here's her and Howard Stern, another goddamn asshole. These two rich assholes making fun of Bernie Sanders for wanting to provide free public college for people.
Bernie Sanders, and this was a perception I had. You would say a policy when you were running against him for the nomination.
Right.
And the next day you go, yeah, well, free college for everyone.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you run for a fifth grade class.
Yeah, right.
I'll give you free everything.
Chocolate milk for
everyone and more recess.
More
in other
pizza.
Words, and then it makes it look like you're a stick in the mud.
I know. And then when you say, well, wait a minute, where's
no
the money
sense.
going to come from? Then what about, are you against free college? Yeah, I know.
This fucking piece of shit voted for the Iraq war. Didn't ask where the money's going to come from. Never fucking ask where the money's going to come from when it comes to war and killing folks. But the very moment you want to do something good, give people free health care. It's not free, obviously. It's government paid for. And, government paid for college. Where's the money going to come from? It's just like giving kids free chocolate milk. No, fuck you, right? There's plenty of fucking money out there. 8 men have more wealth than half the fucking population, and they ain't paying shit in taxes. None of them, dude. The fucking military is bankrupting our country. There's fucking plenty of money out there. There's always fucking plenty of money for all that bullshit. But never money for the people that actually need it. The most vulnerable in our society, the poor. Fuck you, Hillary. And fuck Howard Stern, too. These are two rich assholes that are just so concerned with having to pay their fair share. That's exactly what it's fucking about. They're all creeped out because society is changing. And people are starting to stand up and speak out against the wealth inequality in this country. The opulence of the rich, of our rich overlords. You should be afraid. We're coming for you. Be very fucking afraid. I love to see it. I love that desperation in your voices now. Because you realize what's happening. But, maybe I'm just talking shit. Maybe I'm just talking big. Maybe nothing's ever going to happen. Maybe Donald Trump's going to win again and the status quo warriors are going to continue to hold power. Probably that's what's going to happen. Probably I'm just full of shit. Our country's too far gone. It's not going to change. But, at least I can I can pretend like we're badasses who are actually going to make change and do something. Maybe that'll get me through another fucking day. Other than realizing what reality is. Because that's too fucking depressing. And this is pretty funny. Papa John's ate 40 pizzas in 30 days. And his wife was like, oh, hell no, I'm out. So he getting a divorce. And Crane T. Nelson, guess which reply made me laugh? All right, let's see which one made him laugh. Gotta be honest, kind of impressed that he wasn't already divorced. Do you think the 40 pizzas in 30 days was the last straw? That's probably not it. Think of how many pizzas he's going to have in the next 30 days. That's probably not it. 40 divorces in 30 days. That's probably not it. That N-word looked like Dracula. Yeah, that's got to be it. He does look like Dracula. He looked like a Dracula got meat sweats. Not looking good. Like a Porky. What is that guy from the Addams Family's name? Not the Addams Family. The Munsters. The little Munster kid. What was the little Munsters kid's name? What the fuck was his name? I can't think. Somebody will tell me. It looks just like him, though, doesn't he? He's a little widow's peak. Not looking very good, Papa John's. Life has not been very kind to you, for sure. I'm going to look at the chat so somebody can tell me what the kid's name is on the Munsters. No one's saying it. Somebody tell me what the fuck that kid's name is. I'll read the chats until you do. Beholden. There you go. Beholden. That was the word I was looking for. Beholden. I almost said that, and then I second-guessed myself. I was like, is beholden a word? That doesn't sound like a word to me all of a sudden. I'm not even stoned or anything. Eddie, yeah, there you go. Eddie Munster. I knew you guys would have my back. That's the great thing about this show. You guys are like an extension of my brain. When I forget shit, I could just be like, I'm stupid. Help me be less stupid. And you guys eventually help me. It takes you a second, but I guess because the chat has to catch up with what the fuck I'm talking about. And what else we got up here? Cult the Dusty, what do you think about the Saudi terrorist shooting up the Abu Ghraib army base? Do you think he got war criminals or war criminal colleagues that still haven't resigned? Do you think he got war criminal or war criminal colleagues that still haven't resigned? Are you saying, do I think he killed war criminals? I don't know who he killed. But, I mean, I know the very, very first thing that Donald Trump did was cover for the Saudi Arabia government for... Like, if it would have been any other country that sent a Muslim over to kill people, he would have been, oh my God, there are enemies. Ban those Muslims. It just shows you the danger of the ideology of Islam. We have to do something about it. But as soon as it's Saudi Arabia, the first thing he does is put out the Saudi Arabian government's talking points. Because our president works for Saudi Arabia. We have an illegitimate government that works for the bad guys, that are the bad guys. And so it's just obvious. Obvious. Why does TJ have long hair? I thought TJ shaved his hair off, didn't he? I don't really know. I don't really pay that much attention to TJ, to be honest with you. Your first instinct is usually correct. I should not second guess myself. It's hard, though, sometimes. Hard not to second guess yourself a lot. I have a lot of self-doubt, but I think that's healthy because I understand that I'm an idiot. You know, like everybody else, pretty much. I'm just dumb, trying to figure everything else out as I go along. And so... it can be good to have some self-doubt. Hi from the future. What's up, Blazing Cinders? I guess you were in Australia, you fucking future motherfuckers. Cult to Dusty, my point is that Trump pardoned a war criminal and no... oh, okay. You're saying that it was blowback from him pardoning war criminals? Very, very, very possible because, like I pointed out last show, his pardoning all these war criminals is exactly what these terrorist organizations are using as recruitment material. You know, look how evil the American government is. They can come over here and literally shoot, which they did, doctors, med students, and doctors, and kill kids right in front of their families, and commit the most horrible war crime atrocities imaginable. And the president would just say, nope, pardon them. You can do anything, military. So obviously that makes terrorists want to kill us even more. So yeah, Donald Trump being in the government, Donald Trump behaving like this absolutely makes our military less safe. I think a lot of them know that too. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them know that as well. All right, let me read the super chats. I mean, I have 30 minutes in the show. Shit, I'm not even going to get through my material. Short show my ass. I recently started watching your videos. You're a cool dude. Here's a few bucks for the animals. Hey, appreciate that, James Anderson. I don't know how cool I am. I don't, like, try to be cool. I always feel, like, weird when people tell me I'm cool. Because people that are cool usually try to act cool, and I definitely not trying to act that way. But I appreciate that. I'm bad at compliments. I cannot stress this enough. F Pete, yeah, no, fuck that dude. He needs to drop out. Post haste. Appreciate that, Revenant. And let's see what else we got here to talk about. Oh God, Booger Eating Nick. You guys know Booger Eating Nick. He is one of the new leaders of the conservative movement online, and he's actually pretty fucking popular right now. More popular than I am, Booger Eating Nick. Got a whole group of gropers in his fan base who are going around and they're finally attacking conservatives. I think this is also the crew that's against porn. Pretty sure on that. But anyway, Joffrey, which is pretty funny. Joffrey explains sonnets. Listen to this fucking dipshit. Now look, I know that he's probably just saying all this to get attention, and I'm giving him exactly what he wants. But at the same time, he's so fucking stupid, I can't not point this out and make fun of him. It's impossible not to. Click, motherfucker. God damn it. You better goddamn.
Says Nick, do you believe the dinosaurs roamed the earth? How old do you believe the earth to be? Some say 5,000 years. Jesus is king is greater than Yandi. Okay, gonna have to disagree with you on that. I find it hard to believe about the dinosaurs. You know, look. Okay, they say they got fossils. I just find it very hard to believe. Oh, like giant monsters, giant reptiles walking around the planet. I'm the crazy one. You know, they talk about the Bible, and they're like, oh, you believe in, like, magic because you read the Bible? It's like, oh, you believe in giant monsters? Really? I find it hard to believe. They say there's fossils. I don't know how many fossils there are. I'm a paleoconservative, not a paleontologist. And I don't know how legit that is or not, but I find it really hard to believe that, there's these like giant man-eating, I guess they didn't live with people, but there's these giant carnivorous lizards just eating things, and I don't know. It seems like a stretch to me. And all these other prehistoric creatures, let's call all the BS out. These giant fish and giant, insects and giant birds and giant everything. What? That's retarded. That doesn't make any sense to me. And how old is the Earth? I don't know. H for Hot Boy says, although I agree with a lot of what you say, here we go. Why do you disdain science as much as you do? Lab coat alert. Why do you push so hard on what proves us right? How can we reject something so useful to our cause? My calculations show that you should countersignal science. Just shut up, idiot. You're gonna get a wedgie. All these groypers, Catholic groypers, are gonna come up, beat the shit out of you with a Bible. Maybe they're not even literate. Doesn't even matter. A bunch of illiterate Chad groypers are gonna come up. It doesn't even matter that they're illiterate. They speak Latin, and they're gonna punch you, give you a wedgie, give you a swirly, pour whatever is in your test tube on your face.
So conservatives aren't sending their best, folks. This is the level we're at now with the conservative movement. And it's becoming more and more popular. These are the people taking over the anti-SJW community. Who could have possibly have ever seen this coming? If only somebody would have seen this and warned you all. Oh well, maybe next life. And you guys hear about this Juice WRLD dude? I never heard of this dude before, but apparently he was a rapper. And I guess he was doing pretty fucking good as a rapper because he had a private fucking plane. But he ended up dead, right? And I didn't know how he ended up dead. But I just found out apparently he was on his plane with 70 pounds of marijuana and had all these Percocets and guns and shit. And somebody ratted him out. It said the pilot of the plane ratted them out. And so the cops came. And so he ate a bunch of fucking Valium. And I guess maybe he accidentally OD'd or something. I don't know. Maybe he did it on purpose because he didn't want to go to jail or whatnot. I mean, it is stupid that weed is illegal to begin with, and anybody would have to go through this much trouble just not to get caught in trouble, and they would end up dead. That's, like I've said very many times, the most dangerous thing about marijuana is the fact that it's illegal, and we absolutely should change the system. But at the same time, it's also silly for him to take this risk for no reason, to bring 80 pounds of marijuana and all these pills and guns on a private plane when you know that if you get caught for that shit, that's life in jail. So at the same time, mistakes were made. Feel bad for him. He seemed like he was doing really well, even though I don't know anything about him. Juice WRLD, what a name. Anyway, R.I.P. Juice WRLD, whoever you were. And time to hate on cops. All cops are bastards. Time to get on board with that. You should not say that, but I'm seeing so many videos that are just making me believe, hey, maybe it is true. Maybe not all cops, but so many of them that I'll just go ahead and say it. So anyway, apparently they were protesting. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for that. R.I.P. your earbuds. My fucking bad, dudes. Wow, that was terrible. I am very sorry for that. So anyway, there was a protest in Seattle. And watch this motherfucker. This cop literally trips over his own bike. And he uses that as an excuse to attack and arrest this protester who was backing up and following fucking orders. Wasn't doing anything wrong. But I tripped over my bike, so I'm embarrassed. I'm just going to pretend like I was jumping at you on purpose. Look at this shit. This fucking asshole. Tripping on his own fucking feet. Clumsy bitch. And then he trips and he's like, trips. And then he's like, I did that on purpose so I could run over here and grab this guy and throw him to the ground and arrest him. And that's what they did. They grabbed these guys and throw them to the ground and arrest them, even though they were completely obeying orders and everything. So anyway, hopefully whoever this cop is gets named and shamed. This video's been seen 1.4 million times, and we got to start bringing these guys to the public attention. Burn them down with the fucking spotlight. The spotlight is such an amazing weapon to use against these cops. And it wasn't the only example of them fucking doing that, man. This one's even fucking worse. They're literally riding their bikes into people. And then, after they ride their bikes into people, they accuse them of being assaulted by these people and arresting them.
Jesus.
Look. He's riding his bike into these people, and then they throw him on the ground and arrest him over it, and charge them with assault on the police officers. Look, didn't do anything. Literally did nothing. Just walking around and grab him, throw him up against the wall, throw him up against the ground, charge him with crimes. So you're under arrest. For what? Literally did nothing. Literally was just standing there. You know, I used to make fun of Alex Jones for saying that America was a police state. He doesn't call this shit out anymore, which is strange, but it is a police state. Look at this fucking shit. He's right. He was wrong about the reasons. He was saying it's because of the globalist. But it's more about the rich. The billionaire class who use the cops as their weapons, as their paid thugs. So anyway, that shit should make you angry. Hopefully we get the spotlight on these motherfuckers and we can find out who they are and make them famous, because it's exactly what we need to do. And man, this next one made me sad. Like, so this reporter, she's just doing her job, right? She's doing her job covering this race and whatnot, and she's all like happy and smiling, and she's like obviously in a good mood. And this fucking asshole just runs by and slaps her on the ass, assaults her for no reason, and you can just tell how much it upset her. That her whole demeanor completely changes instantly, and she's still trying to be a professional and go on with what she's doing, but she can tell, like, it really bothered her and disturbed her and made her sad, and it made me sad seeing how much her demeanor changed.
Whoa, not expecting that. People also dress up in costumes for this race run, so it's very exciting. It's very exciting. People.
She just completely changed, man. That is not okay. It's not okay to run by and slap women on the ass like that, you fucking piece of shit. That's assault. You can't goddamn do that, dude. And so, I think they're naming and shaming in this guy, too. I think they found out who the fuck he was. Let me check here. They did a close-up. Here he is. His name is Tommy Calloway. So, yeah, this guy's going to be fucking hearing about it. Wouldn't be surprised to see him get fired from his job. People are like, oh, this is dangerous. Cancel culture is so dangerous. Nah, make an example of these motherfuckers. Hell no, you can't do this shit. You have to be held accountable for your fucking actions. You want to walk around and think you're all cute by slapping a girl you don't know in the ass? Well, suffer the fucking consequence for it, motherfucker. Hell yeah. Burn them down. Burn them all fucking down. Use that fucking spotlight. And let's see, we have 18 minutes. Guess I'm doing all right. Would like to see more nativity scenes like this out in churches. This was a very brave nativity scene to put up. This nativity scene was at the Claremont United Methodist Church. And basically showing, you know, this is the American version of it. Separate you from your children. Put you all in fucking cages. I mean, Mary and Joseph and their baby, they were just looking for a better place to have a better life for their baby, right? They were immigrants. Traveling. Just like the brown people, not just brown people, brown, white, people of all races and colors who are trying to flee their circumstances and come to America so they can live the American dream. And this is how we treat them. Very Christian, isn't it? All you people, all you Christians out there who support Donald Trump, I want to say you're not Christian, but you are, because this is what Christianity is about. It's fake. You pretend like you follow what it says in this book, but you only follow the bad parts and not the good parts of it. You know, the actual teachings of Christ, who you claim is your Lord and Savior, you completely ignore. And this is the way you behave, and you should be shamed for it. That's what this is intended to do. It is intended to shame Christians who stand by and support Donald Trump while he behaves this way. And, you know, good job. Good job. You should shame those people. And, speaking of eat the rich, these fucking rich goddamn assholes who are in charge of us, right? Seema Verna, I guess she's part of the Trump administration. Apparently, she was on a trip, and she took $43,000 worth of jewelry on a trip with her, and it got stolen, and she tried to get the taxpayers to pay for it. And as Walter Shub says, Verma, who appears to have only 2 earlobes and standard issue human skin, traveled with 11 pair of earrings and a $325 vat of moisturizer. She would like you, dear taxpayers, to buy her 11 new pair of earrings and a new vat after they stolen from a car in which she left them. So yeah, this dumbass leaves $43,000 worth of jewelry in a car and gets stolen that she doesn't even fucking need. Nobody needs that fucking amount of jewelry, much less needs to take it on a goddamn trip with her, and wants the taxpayers to pay for it. They don't give a shit about you, man. This is like 10 years of taxes for me. In this one fell swoop, they want you to pay these rich assholes who are feeding off of us. And, like, luckily, I think they only reimbursed her, like, $3,500, which is still ridiculous. Should have reimbursed her anything. Fuck that. All these rich assholes have to pay for their own shit, right? But, you know, that's the ruling class of this country right now. You know, we have the oligarchy that rules us all. And, well, that's right, isn't it? Fuck the rich, huh? You ready to eat the rich with me? Gonna turn the rich into some fucking cat food? Be delicious for you. But anyway, that kind of shit should anger you. That's the kind of people that Trump is putting in charge of our government. That is the kind of people that are ruling us. And all of you who are supporting this shit, you know, shame on you. They say you get the government you deserve, but like, the ones who support this and voted for this do deserve it, but the rest of us don't. You know, he didn't win the popular election. So the vast majority of us don't deserve to be punished and suffer for the mistakes of a few. But that's the way it is in this country. We have an electoral college where a very small amount of people, their vote counts more than the rest of us. And this slave era system is what this country is still under. That's why America is not a great fucking country. And this dude used up all his fucking luck right here in one fell swoop. Holy goddamn shit, man. This is like some Final Destination shit right here. Almost got you, man. That's scary as fuck, isn't it? You can be just driving down the road in 1 second, and the next second you're goddamn impaled by a rebar through your brain. You're lucky as fuck, dude. Gotta pray to Jesus about that. Jesus clearly got your back. And I'm starting to think, folks, that professional wrestling might be fake. I don't know. Just something tells me it might be staged slightly. But I don't know. Still real popular. A lot of you guys like it, so I guess I don't hate on it too much. It's like how I feel about K-pop. Like, K-pop's not my thing. It's not something I necessarily like, but they don't seem to be hurting anybody, and people seem to be really enjoying it. So, like, if they're not hurting anybody, people are really enjoying it, cool. You know, we need more happiness spread in the world. And so if that's something that makes people happy, I'm all for it, even if it's not for me. And let's see what else we got here. We'll skip over that. People are mad at Clint Eastwood because in Clint Eastwood's new movie, he portrays a real-life reporter as someone who slept with an FBI agent in order to get a story when there's no actual proof that it ever happened. So basically, he is slandering her when she can't defend herself. She's dead. So people are like, fuck you, Clint Eastwood. Piece of shit. And also, folks, this is what happens when you use a camera stabilizer on a clip of Star Trek during a battle. And yeah, I'm starting to think they're just faking this whole thing. Look. The ship ain't even moving. You guys are doing it. Faking goddamn Star Trekkers. Can't trust anybody these goddamn days. So disappointed in Captain Picard. Marianne Wilson is on Twitter, and she's a treat. She's well-spoken, but good lord, she's a fucking moonbat. She was on Twitter. She was like, I erroneously tweeted that President Trump had posthumously pardoned Charles Manson. Glad to have been wrong. Holy shit. Now, it does kind of sound like something Trump would do. He's so fucking crazy. But like even Marianne Williamson's got to know that's not true. That Trump is not going to pardon fucking Charles Manson. I mean, he has pardoned war criminals and shit. But, you know, Charles Manson wasn't actually in the military and didn't actually kill anybody himself. So that's probably why. What? Man, you want some dick bad, huh? I know, man. You screaming for it. Why? What? Tell me all about it. Okay, guess they're done now. She's like, quit yelling at me. I'm just trying to call out for some cat dick. That's what I'm supposed to do. And, you guys see this clip? This clip went viral. Old Ike Barinholtz retweeted this and, click on it, bitch. What? They removed it? What the fuck? How did they remove it? Okay. Alright, never mind then. Fuck it. Since they removed it, I don't give a shit. It was two moose fighting, but, I guess National Geographic took it fucking down and had funny audio on it. So, whatever. Chris Evans retweeted this. This is me in the lobby after I watch Black Widow movie. I thought they killed off, spoiler alert, I thought they killed off Black Widow in the movie. And they're like, she's really fucking dead. Like, she's super dead, not coming back. And now they got her back again. Anyway, this dude's slaying it. I assume his pronouns are male.
Right the fuck out. Any bitch think they gonna fucking play with me? I'm gonna ask that bitch to pull out. And guess what? If both of y'all think y'all gonna play with me at the same time,
Killing
Wipe the
it.
fuck
How
out.
the hell is he doing that in those fucking hills, man? That takes a fucking talent. Yep, gotta have him on a movie. That's the real Black Widow. And here's one from Atheist Republic. Imagine the male fragility you have to be like this. Progressive males are not men. They move and gesticulate like women. The hand-over-mouth gesture is one example. Physically repulsive. And this comment is dead on. Imagine masculinity so fragile that you can't even touch your face. People want to say toxic masculinity is not a real thing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Pretend like men have to be a certain way. You're not even allowed to fucking touch your face or you're some kind of beta male soy cuck pussy. Like, holy fucking shit, you snowflakes. Literally complain about anything. This is the type of thing that, like, Paul Joseph Watson would complain about. Even though he is one of the most feminine men in the world. It's all these feminine men complaining about other men not being manly enough. Just hypocrisy at every fucking level with these motherfuckers. And, did you guys see this shit? Oh, my good lord. Christianity. Holy shit. When you think it can't get any more embarrassing.
To the left. Take a step of faith. Pray once this time. On the devil, let's stomp. On temptation, let's stomp. Bible slide real smooth. Now praise and shout. Spiritual milk.
Okay, I'm just saying, I'm renouncing my whiteness. I am no longer white anymore. I am just beige or something. I'm some other race. Don't want to be white anymore. Can't be associated with this anymore. Too fucking cringe. No thank you. And we'll finish up the show. Last chance to get in your super chats if you want to. We're going to finish up the show with several palate cleansers. Since it has been so fucking depressing, as it always is on this goddamn show. Even though I have the best show in the world, it's so fucking depressing because that's the world we live in. It's not my fault. Don't shoot the messenger. But this was a fucking funny joke. This guy owns this motherfucker. Let's listen.
What's your name, sir?
Steve Drain.
I'm Steve Green. How you doing, man?
Nice name. Good name.
Pretty great name. So what's your message out here today for folks who aren't really familiar?
Well, our message is that God hates fags. God hates fag enablers. And
what is a fag enabler?
Somebody who condones or endorses or supports that which God Almighty prohibits.
And what's your main argument against it? Like in as far as like the text of the Bible goes.
Well, there's 12 words that would fix this nation. The Bible says, "Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination." What part of that do you think people don't understand, even if it were just presented to them?
I mean, maybe he wants them to do it standing up.
The look on his face.
Right, thank you, sir. And so there's a guy
Dude,
right there. And
I'm so out of here. You got owned so bad, run the fuck away too. Holy shit! Imagine being these people. You know, I hate to say that he's secretly gay because that's like a cliche, but a lot of times it turns out to be that way. People that hate gays so much are self-loathing. They hate about themselves, so they have to project that on others. It's just sad. And more palate cleansers. Oh my god, look at this little fucking diva. Like, yeah, that's the spot. That's the spot. Owning it, loving it. So stinking cute. Baby, everything's a fucking cute. Scratch me more. Scratch me more. Yeah, that's the shit. You little wrinkled cute shit. Love to see it. Don't eat animals. Don't eat animals. If you can help it, don't eat animals. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, folks. And oh, dad of the year here. This guy's got master level dad skills. Love to see it. Look how cool he is. The kid's like, yay, you're interacting. You're really doing it. How you doing that, Daddy? You got that last drop and everything. Now blow it right in his face, Daddy. Yay! My daddy's the best daddy ever. My daddy's magic. Yep, above and beyond the Call of Duty. I've been thinking about having a kid lately. I don't know if I'm actually going to have one or not. We're going to see what happens, but I don't know. I think I'd be a good dad. Seems like it'd be a lot of work, but be an old dad. Maybe wait till I'm like 50 so I'd be a super fucking old dad. That'd be fun. And this little boy, he's such a heckin' good boy. Watch him when he hears food. He's like, oh my god, I'm starving to death. Starving to death. Get his face all up in the jar. Holy shit. He's like, oh my god, I almost died. I almost died from lack of food. Look how excited he is. Oh my god, one more time. Like, hears it. Oh, comes that jumper in the jar. Give me all the food. Get in my belly immediately. You're just going to inhale it. My dogs do that when they eat so fast. It gets in their lungs and shit. They just inhale that fucking food. And we'll finish it up with this one. One last palate cleanser. Look how happy these doggies are. They all look so fucking happy. They so proud of themselves riding around like humans, aren't they? Get that big smile on their faces. They all smiling. Look at this one. They are just so happy and smiling. Oh, these are good boys. Clearly their daddy loves them and takes good care of them. Hell yeah. All right. So that's all I'm going to do on the show tonight. Let's finish it up with the super chats. Sunshine Party, $1.99. Hey, thank you, Sunshine Party. You rock. Appreciate that. Django Fett, $1.49. Thank you, Django Fett. Doggy, cool. Little Black Cat from Django Fett, too, for $1.49. Thank you, Django. James Anderson, $5. I recently started watching your twos. I already read that. It was so nice, I had to read it twice. All right. Finish it up by checking the chat real quick. See what you guys have to say. Dusty, how old are you? Tom Cruise looks younger than you despite being age 60. I am 44 years old. That is not very nice, but Tom Cruise dyes his hair. If I dye my hair, I look pretty young, but when I don't dye it, it looks older, of course, because white hair looks older. But skin actually looks pretty good for the most part. It's all good. Tom Cruise got that Scientology money. He got all that plastic surgery and drinking the baby's blood and shit. So anyway, Paw Patrol, so awesome. Yep, they all cute as fuck. That's definitely true. Cult of Dusty, F. Chris Evans. He has gall to call Bernie divisive, even though Clinton is reason Trump won. I didn't hear that. I thought Chris Evans was cooler than that. Disappointing. Black Widow is a prequel. Okay, well, that does explain it, I guess. Prequel Black Widow. I'll probably watch that on the Pirate Bay when it comes out. And Rod the Pirate gave me $5. Thank you, Rod the Pirate. That is cool. Appreciate that. Cult of Dusty. Don't have kids. Climate disaster pending. Life will suck. Okay, well, that's a good thought. But I'll be dead, so I won't have to watch it. So they can film for themselves, right? Dusty, you are still young and have your whole life ahead of you. I know, man. I got another 100 years at least. Life extension. Going to let me live to be at least 140, so that's cool. So anyway, that's the show, folks. I will be back on Friday. It's Monday, right? Yep, it's Monday. I will be back on fucking Friday for another awesome show. As always, want to support the show? Please consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/CODcast. And in the description of the video, there's all kinds of ways you can support the show, like direct tips through PayPal will be good. We have merchandise. And also, if you listen to the show without having to see my beautiful face, you can do so on Spotify, Apple iTunes, and SoundCloud. We're fucking everywhere. We have all this shit hooked up so you guys can enjoy this in every format you want to. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'll see you guys Friday. I love you very much and hope you guys have a good week. As always, till next time, logic. Fuck yes. Good night, everybody.